Morning. Here I am. It is going to be a quickie today because I heard that I have someone told me where I can get a great view of some of those balloons from the balloon festival, which I am not going to. Hang on a minute. I gotta try to fix this so I don't look like I'm looking at myself. Okay. So anyway, the balloon festival, Albuquerque. Why I'm paying extra high for my place tonight, which was a beautiful place. I can't lie. It was a very nice place. But anyway, I'm going to boogie in a few because I want to go get to see something. Let me tell you a little bit about yesterday. I got up and I thought I was going to have a handle on it. You know, I spend so much time in preparation every day, and I go, I'm going to go see it. What I've had to adjust to is the fact that I will see what I will see. And what I once thought would be a once-in-a-lifetime event, I'm thinking it's not going to be a once-in-a-lifetime event. I'm thinking it's something where I may do it again, this time with a co-pilot, so that I have someone who can help me to stay on 66. Although some of the fun things you find are when you make the side journeys, and as people that know the road will tell you, there are other roads that are 66 people. And don't you think there were people like me then that kind of tended to get lost from time to time? So a great learning I had. Sometimes you go, duh, why didn't I think of that? Well, I kept getting ticked off when my GPS would go out, and I tried to get it back and tried to get it back. Guess what? You are wasting your time, because if you're out of your service area, you're out of your service area. So keep that regular road map happy. Oh, hey, Teresa, I see you joined. I want to show you something today. I am wearing my Be Your Best Self East Haddam shirt, and I have gotten compliments every time I've worn it. I thought, oh, that's where I live. So people are noticing, and they're very inspired by the Be Your Best Self message on it. So back to yesterday. I got up in the morning and I'm like, I am going to boogie because I know what I'm doing today. I got my trusty list, which I have every day. So then I went to a place called TP Curios, which is a cute little gift shop. And I bought myself something. I have not bought myself anything yet, I don't think. But I bought myself a little bag that's, you know, it's like a canvas travel bag. The one I have from Alaska is kind of getting worn, and it kind of isn't big enough. So this is just a tad bit bigger. Good price. It'll remind me of my journey and maybe other journeys to come down the road. So TP Curios was fun, and then I decided I needed some breakfast. And I didn't have a microwave in my last place, so I couldn't heat up anything. So I went to a place called Kicks on 66. I have a couple of pictures from there, not much, but because I was getting on the road and getting about my business. So then I went to this cheese factory. Apparently they once had tours, but they don't anymore. So I'm looking like, hi, you were in my guidebook. And they said, oh yeah, well, we used to do tours, but we don't do that anymore. I was like, okay, well, I got your picture. And off I went. And so then, let's see, where'd I go next? I went to the Dinosaur Museum. I sent a couple pictures and I said, Kimberly, this is for you. And she goes, well, what is that? And so I called her. They're dinosaur bone castings. And I did not go in. Why? Because it's a museum. I don't have time for a museum. And there are so many museums. If you ever plan to do this, either plan to skip the museums as I have, or just go to the special ones as I have, or triple the amount of time you want to spend doing this. So then I was very excited. I did not want to miss this town called Cuervo because it's a ghost town. And I wanted very much to see this ghost town. So the road at one point looked a little sketchy, so I wasn't too sure about it, but you know, it's not an adventure if you don't make it an adventure. So I drove down this kind of half dirt, half paved road, and I drove and I drove and I drove and I drove, and I did not see any ghosts. But I did see a few of those very colorful little they're like family cemeteries, I guess. They're out in the middle of nowhere by the side of the road. I did a snake check and then got out of the car and took a couple pictures, not going anywhere near brush. I stayed where it was safe. Ever since seeing that snake, I don't think I've been the same. As a matter of fact, sometimes as I drive on the road and it's really long and nothing's happening, you know, sometimes I will ruminate on, you know, my life with Sammy. Sometimes I'll cry. Sometimes I process. And sometimes I amuse myself with strange thoughts, like about those snakes. If a snake bit itself, would it die? Or is it immune to its own venom? That's interesting. What if a snake bit, you know, like I thought the only way I'd go into that brush would be like in a suit of armor. So if you're in a suit of armor and the snake tries to bite you, will they break their teeth? Will they get a snake headache? You know, what will go on? But I did figure, duh, that's why cowboys wear cowboy boots to come up above snake bite level, and chaps. But then again, I think chaps are only one-sided, so possibly that snake could still bite you in the butt. So these are the kind of things that go through my mind, which I'm sure may be troubling to some. Okay, so then I went in hunt of the blue hole. You know, we're in deserty area. Well, the blue hole is it's a big hole full of water. It's 61 degrees and it's 81 feet deep. And divers use that for practice. So I did take some good pictures, and that seemed to me a perfect place to leave one of the rocks. And so I left a pretty rock there. And oh, well, this is a funny part of the story, though. I'm looking for the blue hole and looking for the blue hole, as we tend to do. And I find this lake. I figure maybe that's the blue hole. So I pulled over, and I'm kind of looking at this blue hole lake, and I said, and I noticed in front of me there is a camper from Rhode Island, and touching the people, see what's going on. Do they too think this might be the blue hole? And I just said, you know what, I'm just not doing this. And I turned around, got my car, and went away and found the blue hole, which it's really amazing. You got to see the pictures because the water is so blue and so deep, and they've got these, I don't know, these buoys, I think that the divers practice with, something like that. So anyway, and I go and I leave the GBC roaming rock over by the sign, and I'm going back to the parking lot. And guess who comes in? Might it be that camper from Rhode Island? So as we're walking, you know, I am really, really glad that I'm not afraid to speak to people when I see them, because I said to them, so like, did you guys also think that other blue hole was the blue hole? And we laughed and we started to talk. And I met Carol and Don from Little Compton, Rhode Island. And it was really nice. And guess what? I found out I did have I had a brochure from Grandview. So Grandview Camping, Moodus, Connecticut, if anyone is coming out our way that doesn't already live there. And so that was pretty exciting. And all right, you know that I wound up at the Balloon Festival in Albuquerque. I haven't seen any. I probably won't, because I'm not going to the festival, but I did meet someone on the road who has told me that she's got a great view over where they are. So that's what I'm going to do when I leave here. I'm going to boogie over there. I did get lost. It would not be an adventure for me. It would not be a normal day for me if I didn't get lost. So I got a little lost yesterday because my GPS went out. Thank God I have my trusty map and kind of sort of figured out where I was. I did not need any help this time. Figured it out all by myself and got back to where I needed. But I wound up in this place that is called the pumpkin chunkin' capital of the world. They do that thing where you catapult pumpkins. So you never know. Sometimes the things you find off the road are as exciting as the things you find on the road. So I am going to go back on my journey today. It was hard. One of the ruminating things that I had yesterday was the fact that Sammy and I had attended the Houston Balloon Fest, which is why I'm not compelled to feel like I have to go to this one. If I see some balloons, that'll be cool. You'll get pictures tomorrow. If not, c'est la vie. Thank you for popping in on me, and I'm going to go pop off now, and I will let you know how my day went tomorrow. God bless you. Keep me in your prayers for safe travel and healing. Bye-bye.